everybody, it's your big sister of the internet, Yukibunns, back here again with another video of piping hot takes and drawing for you sped up really fast. Let me say before this video begins, thank you guys so much for 20k subscribers. I know even still that's a small number, but I still appreciate it and it's a huge number to me. I really hope that I could keep entertaining you guys and inspiring you every day that passes. Also, let me apologize once again. If you hear small sad meows in the distance, that's my cat. She wants to come in and shred everything apart and I won't let her. And also if you hear other strange noises, apparently it's the time of day where my neighbors think it's a great time to start smashing things around, so hopefully the sound turns out okay. We'll see. So now onto the juice. So people's jimmies are wrestled currently because YouTubers going after each other's sponsors. I don't have any of those, so suppose that I'm safe for now. But one streamer in particular, you may be familiar with, maybe not, Pokimane, is under especially hot water. Why, you may ask? Because she reacted on stream to a video she perceived as going after her by a fella named Itsagundam. People are calling her an entitled Karen, which is kind of hilarious, but I'm not so sure I 100% agree on that, so let's delve in. So this dude, itsagundam, made a video about Pokimane. Well, about her simps, actually. That seems to be a trend I see peeking at his channel, where he talks about Twitch thoughts, sort of, and or their simps, question mark. Don't know exactly what he goes on about in those other videos, but I can only attest to his Pokimane one. I would go peek at his other thought videos just to be sure, but just getting through this one video was more than enough for me. I had to put that sucker on 2x speed and it still felt like it took forever to get through. It was a 20-minute video where he goofs on Pokimane simps, or just simps in general, which is always funny because those dudes are almost like a separate breed of human. But boy, was the video a splash of cringy though. But that's just my opinion. But that thought will come back up here in a bit. So in it, he goes after what he calls her paybigs. I will admit it's kind of funny to see the lengths these people will go and see them get dunked on. But then there is a point in the video where he kind of points out like her TikToks and such and says he too wishes he could do absolutely nothing but still make a ton of money. So here's the thing about that. People are claiming his video is only going after her simps, but that's not entirely true. In this chunk, he is implying that this girl has no talent and doesn't deserve the fame and fortune she gets. Or at least it can be interpreted that way. This doesn't have anything to do with her simps in this part. It is going after her and her integrity. And it also makes the implication that the only thing she's good for is being a thought for delicious simp bucks. He did not outright make that claim, but you and I would probably, garner that impression from watching it or assume those thoughts. So I don't think it's entirely fair to claim that it's only a video on her simps when that bit is also in it. Let me also give a little bit of my thoughts on the whole concept of simps. For those of you unaware, a simp is typically referred to as a simpleton or sucka idolizing mediocre, well, cat, if you will. To be more specific, they are typically men playing somewhat of a submissive role towards a woman, putting too much value on her without her reciprocating that. Usually the male in this instance is someone who wants her attention or wants to score a relationship with this woman. A lot of the time, like in Pokimane's case, this is some dude willing to invest a lot of his time and money for even an eyelash of hers to blink in his direction. I think it would be fair to compare these guys to the insane K-pop stans on Twitter. There are these girls who have no issue tossing heaps of cash at these pretty boys who would probably never so much as say their name once. These girls think these boys have changed their life, even if these dudes gave 0 Fs and just sang and danced on stage and reaped the attention. Like, clearly we don't know, but here's the thing. It's not my place to say that they're wrong in their love for these idols, and it's not your place either. Is it cringy? Oh yeah. Are they free from criticism? Absolutely not. Everybody gets critique here and there. The concept of idolizing someone is an open topic to be discussed. But what's not an open topic is what's going on inside someone's head. What drives them personally to do things. We don't know. For instance, a lot of girls who idolize BTS stan them because they think BTS's lyrics speak truth to them. It pulls them out of a dark place. We don't know the past things that have hurt them or what their well-being is, and if listening to pretty dancing Asian boys is what helps keep them together, then by all means, who are we to stop them? Same can be said for simps. If they feel this random pretty woman on the internet who does nothing directly impactful to them personally, just rubs their delicate heart in some special way and that's what makes them happy, that's their own decision. It's going to happen whether or not it's beneficial. So long as no one's being directly harmed, it's fine. There are, of course, instances where people are harmed, seemingly. For instance, again, with the K-pop stans reference, we all know there are some complete maniac stans that will mobilize to terrorize and attack people online for whatever thing they're pissed off about that week. The problem isn't obviously that they are K-pop fans, it's that a loud minority of people with shared interests are doing something bad. In itsagundam's video, he talks about people going homeless to support Poki. The thing is, it's not necessarily a danger to other people. That is their own livelihood that they are putting on the line, and it's their own decision individually. What they choose to do with their life and their money is their own decision. It's their right to make. It's for certain not Poki's fault what these fellas do. It is common sense that she isn't going to date these cringe fasts on legs, which is why simping isn't the problem. There's something else deep down that is wrong, and simping is just a manifestation of that. Like, you cannot be mentally well in any capacity to decide to chuck your life savings and go into debt for a woman who doesn't care about you. That is an issue only he and medical professionals can assess. Then there's guys who go behind their wives and kids' backs to dump lump sums of money at her. Again, that's not her fault, that's the dude. My personal take is simping is fine, and heck, if there's a market for it, why not? She's not being exploitative by making it work for her. Same goes for anyone else in this situation. If girls are making fat stacks off premium Snapchats, then power to them. I mean, there are versions of that all over the internet for free. So clearly if these girls are succeeding despite that, there is an active market and they are making it work. Heck yeah. I'm sure if K-pop boys started opening OnlyFans accounts with nudes, the internet would blow up like we've never seen. I think I personally have no issue tossing a buck if it meant seeing even one droplet of sweat on Jimin. Jokes aside, ain't no harm in a girl succeeding because desperate dudes are willing to dump their cash at her for nearly nothing in return. He also mentions, I think it was Keemstar, kind of calling her out for having a boyfriend or some hoopla like that. I've been hearing people now trying to get her to reveal said boyfriend, and then these clowns getting shocked and depressed at the possibility of their queen having a man, feeling personally hurt. Here's the thing, people are making her sound like she's being manipulative to claw in them simp bucks by lying about her relationship status. One thing about that, a lot of content creators are very private about their relationships, and for very good reasons. It's nobody's business but them who's involved in their life outside of the internet. Typically when people put up stuff, it's curated, you know what I mean? It's a creation. Sometimes the gimmick is how real and relatable the content seems, but it's still a creation. A lot of us act different when there isn't a camera on us, and there isn't anything manipulative about that. It's just how that is. Also, I find it interesting that this is only a problem when it's a woman. Like, if it's a male streamer and he has a girlfriend and he's not telling anybody about it, like, no one seems to care. But when it's a pretty woman on Twitch, somehow it's everyone's business or she's being dishonest. That's a whole lot of bowl load, in my honest onion. And let me also say, it's true. A lot of girls have to keep up appearances online of being pure and ripe for the picking to be successful online. It's not a must, obviously, but girls who appear to be pretty and single tend to have better luck. And let's be real, her job is sitting pretty and putting on a show for people. This means it's literally her career to have to put on makeup, wear attractive clothes, and appear to be someone desirable to those watching her. It's what works, and if she can make that work for her, good for her. I have also experienced this. I'm not sure which of you guys know, but I got involved in the gaijin idol community several years back. For those unaware of what that is, so there's J-pop idols overseas in Japan, and there's like almost like a movement of sorts of like a foreign to Japan, that is. Girls wanting to, I don't know, participate in that. For J-pop idols, the main audience is pretty much the same exact thing as simps. These lonely men put everything into supporting these girls, even if the chance of them ever crossing paths is slim. Like, these guys will buy hundreds of copies of their CDs and buy them crazy outlandish gifts and all that. These girls' careers are looking pretty, singing, dancing, and impressing these guys. The industry is known for not necessarily having talented girls, so long as they look cute and have the right charisma, you know, the right personality. When I started to get involved, I had to upkeep this personality in my streams that kind of pandered to that. If I had a relationship, I had to keep my lips sealed if I wanted to succeed in that. And every single stream I did, I got questions asking if I had a boyfriend. What is it, like, kareshi imasu ka? I think, maybe. I'm not sure. It's been a minute. But like every single stream. Kareshi. Oh, I got comments from men saying they wanted to marry me, saying they wanted to make half American children. It was crazy. But a lot of other girls were doing the same thing. We don't know who did and didn't have a boyfriend. And if you did have a boyfriend, it was literally treated like an exposed scandal, like career-ruining scandal when people found out. Your possibilities of succeeding were slim to none. You have to upkeep this perception of being pure and just out of reach by anyone. And once someone is like confirmed to be in a relationship with you, it disrupts the fantasy these dudes have about you. They literally think of you as if you're like dirtied, and they feel personally hurt by you when that happens. It's kind of gross, but this still happens today, and it's something that clearly transcends age and nationality. But I don't think it's the girls' faults. So long as the consumer base pushes that, it's what's gonna happen. As I always say, you vote with your dollar. You vote with your support. Thankfully, there are more female fans now, and also people promoting the romantic freedom of said idols. But that doesn't mean that this concept has necessarily gone away, though. It's probably obvious why I kind of strayed away from that community. Like, I ain't putting in all that work if I don't want to make something like that a career. Obviously, I strayed away from that and struggled for a bit with it, like with what kind of personality I wanted to be online, I guess. I'm not gonna be an idol. I was never gonna be an idol, but performing was fun. I like making people laugh and seeing the glimmer in people's eyes when they're inspired. But I am an artist first and foremost. I wanted to be happy with my life exactly the way it is, and also not betray my significant other if I decided to have one at whatever time in my life. Like, I don't want to keep it a secret or hidden. And currently, I'm engaged to a swell fella, and I don't intend to hide that at all. I don't care about being an idol, and I don't have to be one, thank goodness. Miss Pokimane, however, has to unfortunately uphold that. She is succeeding in a career path that she is deciding to follow, but it is also unfair to expect her not to pursue love and affection, like behind closed doors. Or even a little side tale, if you know what I mean. But if she continues down that path, withholding a boyfriend is her choice, and it doesn't make her dishonest. It's nobody's business but hers. Alright, enough of that. Let's talk about her response and the fire it ignited online. From what I understand, as I'm unfortunately not a simp part of the Poke Squad, so I don't know what I don't watch her content. She reacts to other videos. She on stream reacted to itsagundam's video, and she was not happy. So let's roll some clips.
And I will say, for this company to sponsor a video that's literally 20 minutes of talking shit about me, you will never see. Dude, your website's so ass it won't even load. But if you ever reach out to me, if I ever see you in my inbox, on site. On fucking site. Like, no company should do that just about ever. Oh, is this a video where some random dude behind a VR machine calls a girl a thought for 20 minutes? Really want to put my logo on that one. Ha ha.
She appears to have some wrestled jimmies. My number one question in all this is, why is she watching it in the first place? Like, if she thinks it's that lame, you know, why waste your time on it and give it the views and the ad rev and what have you? By doing that, she gives his thoughts power. Like, who cares? It's also weird how this, millionaire, successful streamer would care. She's getting upset about a personality who couldn't even make a dent in her success if he truly tried. Like, her YouTube has 5 million subs and 4 400 million views. Honey is making that bread. She has 75,000 to 1 million estimated revenue on her YouTube per year. At least a yearly earning of within the 6 digits on Twitch subs alone. Like, not including all the crazy donations and such. Girlfriend is doing just fine. If anything, this fella probably sends even more smooth brain simps her way, burning holes in their pockets. The fact alone is enough to be cringy and kind of disappointing on her part, but it doesn't end there, folks. Why? Because she went after his sponsors. I didn't want to call her a Karen because I feel like that title is specially reserved for the worst type of entitled soccer moms, but I don't know, man. She was so enraged by this dude that she had to go above and beyond just talking the beef out with this dude and went right over his head straight to the hand that feeds him. And boy, people are enraged by that. Here's the thing. YouTube tends to lean towards family-friendly content when it comes to advertisements and can be a smidgen picky. This means when people make content that steps out of bounds of that, which a lot of YouTubers do, this means that their support system consists mostly of sponsors. These brands are out here feeding families and keeping this ecosystem afloat. So going after sponsors is kind of a low blow. It's additionally not cool because, like, this girl has a lot of doll hairs. She's doing more than fine. And more importantly, this sets a precedent. Don't like someone, you can just go after their sponsors. This hurts the entire ecosystem on YouTube, and less brands will be likely to work with influencers because of that. Guys, please, that's not. What really grinds my gears the most is you would think a content creator with a status like hers is used to criticism and can handle it, but apparently not. I wasn't really familiar with her content prior to all this and thought she seemed pretty cool, but the veil has been lifted and an ugly personality has been exposed. Guys, hear me out. If you can't handle someone not liking you, even if it's for a reason that's probably not true, the internet is not for you. People are going to disagree with things you say, they're going to be cruel and hurtful, and sometimes you're just wrong and you have to take the L and move on. But sitting here and making it so this guy lost opportunities because you can't take a joke looks pretty ugly on you, Amane. And of course, she's not come out to apologize or anything of the sort. And look, yeah, it's a little lame that this guy's gonna come after her main source of income, but letting that get to you and sever his income stream because you're upset is even worse. I've seen YouTubers going after her because she's desperately fumbling to protect her simps, but I personally don't feel that way. Like, yes, she's protecting her income source. That part's fine. I don't think she's a bad person for that. What is bad is that she's going to shelter her fans and hoard that money shamelessly, but has the audacity to go after someone else's fans and money. Different strokes for different folks, Pokia. Everyone has their tastes in media. Same can be said for yours. But trying to take away their income to silence them, pretty shitty. And then to add on top of that, she tried to mobilize her fans to like mass dislike and like comment and harass this guy, which is just not cool. Like up until then, you could be like, oh, alright, that's fine. I mean, I don't agree, it's a little shitty, but I can get past it. But trying to make your army of thirsty fanboys like harass someone is just the worst. It's just awful. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. But it is what it is. Well, those are my hot takes of the day. Do you guys think she was in the right going after this guy's sponsors because he went after her simps, or do you think she was in the wrong? Let me know your thoughts. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about the topic in the video or the art featured, drop them below. Drop your suggestions for future topics as well. Check out these featured artists and their links will be below in the description. Definitely give them a click and mayhaps a follow. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!